Haven't heard that in a while. You ever been to the bus stop theater, guy?
Have I?
Yeah.
Like, maybe.
I just went
What
down
is the
there
proper answer here? You didn't prep me for this,
for an improv show
Oh.
last weekend.
Oh, righto.
Improv show.
Hard wink.
But
Can't get out of it now.
but I went to it with Wes. And
He's been on the show at least 3 times.
First time we ever used his name on the show. It's not even present. But they were doing improv in character of people from the show.
Yeah.
And they were
bemused by it, were you?
using their own names. But they did pretty good.
It was impressive.
I don't know how improv it was.
You felt like it was tight.
Very impressive.
It wasn't about nothing.
Because they were actually doing episodes.
Well,
And they were
that's
based
absolute
on
plagiarism, isn't it?
And they're based off of Haligonian landmarks. And they
such as the town clock.
Get the crowd to yell out stuff they should talk about. But it came on the wave.
Snuck it in there.
And they did a whole episode on the wave.
The tongue, that's the most French part of Halifax, isn't it?
But I was wondering if could have had a plant in the crowd.
Yo.
But what was funny...
A cackler instead of a heckler.
The intermission, when I was walking out...
Yeah, you get recognized?
Yeah, by this lady that, hey, Liam! And I felt rude because I was just thinking it was going to be a, hey, how's it going? And like almost kept walking past her. And she was like, you don't remember me, do you?
Uh-oh.
And I was thinking like teacher or something. It ended up being my old neighbor.
Right.
And the George character was played by the little kid that used to run around the neighborhood.
Oh.
My neighbor, who was like significantly younger than us.
And hated the show when you were young?
I always loved it.
Yeah, but sometimes you get kids that ain't so cool around. Some people got to grow into it.
A lot of people have to grow into it. I've told so many people, and I've probably said this on the show, that I'm like, have you watched Seinfeld? And people are like, yeah. Like, everyone's watched Seinfeld. I was like, have you watched it as an adult? And they're always like, no, I guess not. Maybe I should try it out.
What?
Yeah.
Good at any age.
Yeah, man.
Like, what else is good at any age?
But that improv, the venue, that bus stop theater, you could really do something there.
Beans, probably good at any age. That's.
I hate beans.
Every type of beans?
Most.
Most.
Jelly are nice.
Especially when you get a stinky piss or one. You ever
Harry Potter fan, are you?
You ever been to a thing where somebody's handing out, you gotta take a jelly bean, and it could either be like licking an armpit or...
I never went to Hogwarts, guy.
Or buttered popcorn, or like peach or asshole.
Yeah. No, I can't say I have.
Or fucking beet salad.
What are those kind of jelly beans that have multiple flavors, none of the ass variety?
What
There's
you
like
mean?
a specific, and they have the big chart.
Yeah.
All the different colors.
Yeah. It's like the fucking crayon set of candy.
Like, who would create such a thing?
Well, an absolute psychopath.
He's a goddamn psychopath.
Yeah. The bastard.
A bastard indeed.
Slip it in there.
What's your favorite Borg movie?
Borg, like Star Trek?
Like, Borg of the sci variety.
Cyborg?
Yeah.
Gotta be something in the Jean-Claude Van Damme department.
Did you ever see the movie AI?
AI? Yeah, that was the one Stanley Kubrick was meant to do it, and then Spielberg, or who took that on?
Was it? I think Spielberg. But was it
Haley?
Joel Osment?
Yeah. Was it Haley?
We both said it. We jinxed.
Yeah, but maybe that's some kind of stupid.
Jamie,
like when you get a question wrong on Jeopardy.
Yeah,
and the person gets you're like, well, we're all stupid. But why? Why are we all so stupid on that?
You gotta blame Mandela.
Yeah. But that was my first inkling, but is that really what it is? It seems like it is on that spectrum, no?
Yeah. What do you think of iRobot?
It was swell, wasn't it? It was alright. Is that with Willie?
Big Willie style.
Fuck yeah. I can't remember it that well. I did watch it when back in the day.
I think he had a board arm, didn't he?
Don't ask me that.
I think he did.
Are we kidding right now?
Seems like a lot of these movies, they would give the main character a little touch of Borg, just so he understands them.
Oh yeah,
he knows what it's like.
Oh, he can relate.
Like, what about Nebula and War
then the
Machine?
Audience can relate to the other part of him.
Anyone ever check that out? Nebula and War Machine, kind of
XXX parody,
doing a little teasing, or not teasing, but flirting.
What are we talking about?
During it must be Endgame. That Nebula and War Machine are there for like 2 seconds with each other. And she's like,
Don Cheadle?
I wasn't always like this. He's like, nah, me neither. I thought they were going to really hit it off. Nebula must have found out what War Machine did to his last girlfriend.
And it just cooled off?
Just cooled off. Just like the planet unknown.
The fatigues of dating.
But hey, Nebula's one hot piece of Borg, I must say.
So many characters.
You don't know Nebby?
I think I know, but oh god, I watched Endgame the one time.
The blue one. Drop the bomb on us.
This is pretty casual, considering how we danced around it so much for Akira, isn't it?
What did you think of Akira at all in the first 2 minutes of this?
Thought about it like two or three times. We'll get to that. I don't want to get all up to the beginning of this thing yet, because I watched.
You want to start from behind?
Yeah.
Work your way around it.
Yeah, this is a reach around to the main dish.
All right.
Take that how you will, hopefully culinarily.
So, a good introduction to this would be that I've seen this in theaters when it first came out.
The making of?
Just the what was made. The product.
Right.
Saw the creation. And know nothing about the creators at this point. And we watched. I don't even know anything about them now, I must say. But
you're gonna get to know a little.
I was like, oh my god, like this is what I think this movie was about. And I was with Caitlin, I was with my dad, I was with Wes, and they were all like, yeah, I think it's just from like personal stuff. That's why you would think this way. I'm like, no, man, I'm right. This is at least one of the messages they're hitting on with this movie.
We will see.
When did this movie release? Forget that girl. Forget Nebula.
23?
Give me a date. Give me a month. Give me a month.
If I'm looking it up, it's going to be like showed up in different theaters. The UK got it first.
That could have been last week, guy.
Yeah. Who cares? It was, is the date...
It's this year, because we're in 2023. So it came out last week.
Yeah.
And I went to the theaters, and I've been dying to look on YouTube and see some explanations to see if I was right or wrong.
Yeah.
But I've been wanting to bring it to court and see if you think I'm right or wrong before I find out if you're right or wrong.
This watch.
Everyone might be right or wrong.
Yeah, this watch has been up your ass for quite some time.
Phyllis agrees with me. This uncomfortable piece of metal has been a piece of garbage.
Yeah, so, it's going to be a delight to talk about. Don't got to skirt around too much scratching. Any jabs thrown are mostly thrown upward, right?
Yeah.
Because AI is just like a advanced species. Yeah, so fire up your nomads.
There's only one nomad.
Whatever. It's a goal. It's like the whole thing. It's in the whole group and whatever. It's all encompassing, isn't it?
In it.
So, yeah, True Love. The making of the creator. That's what the doc's called.
All right.
Also, original name for the movie.
What a badass way to spoil this movie. Bonus feature first. And that is plural, folks.
So
no plural.
So normally, I guess I would try and pepper it in as I go, the different things. But I'll do it more upfront because my first watch of this, a little dozy. So I was watching through it and it was just I was not resonating too much with it. And I think I missed a bit in the middle with that old. Oh no, I'm still watching.
That actually happened to me yesterday. I had to watch it last night.
Yeah,
I was dozing off. I had to watch it today.
Mm-hmm. And then I was like, "Am I gonna have a lot to say about this thing?" I was like, "I'll watch the making of." So I did that. Last night, and it did give me an appreciation, and it did give me quite a bit to talk about right up front.
All right,
which I think is where
behind the scenes, right up front,
because I appreciated the movie a little bit more after seeing the making of.
Nice,
but it could have been dozy based. Maybe I wasn't in the right mood to watch it the first time, or.
You're not in the mood. You get in the mood.
Yeah, I got in the mood, and I rewatched it.
Got some mango into you, and you're good to go.
So, we're right on...
Did it move at all?
I don't know. Wait and see. Right. So, right off the bat, and you didn't know this right away, was that it was done with that sort of prosumer camera.
No, not at all.
And there was this, even the drone was like a $2,000-$3,000 drone they used for this thing.
Do we got a full budget?
Yeah, so the interesting thing about how this budget works is it's like a budgetary dream. Because the way they sell it to the studio is normally a movie, say the budget is yay big, right?
How big is yay again?
14 inches in hand width apart.
A baker's foot.
Pretty good distance, right?
Oh, yeah.
But then 3.5 inches of that is buffer. So if anything happens, it's their safety net.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So these guys aim to flip that whole thing right around. So their whole safety net is this amount and their budget is just this little bit. In order to be able to sell it. So it's done very guerrilla style. They actually consider the holy grail to be able to shoot at a cinematic level, but still having this kind of flexibility.
Well, it's true, because you watch this movie, it seems like there's tons of production value in it. You would never think that a movie of this caliber was done with a cheap camera on the low.
And like also like a pretty small crew. And they're going out and they're cherry picking like the best spots they can find in whatever, Southeast Asia or wherever they actually filmed it. Basically, this is where the story takes a little bit of a turn. So, like, he's almost like a workhorse out here with all this flexibility. Wants to shoot every dawn, every dusk. And then he's taking in the footage, and no biggie, brings it into ILM.
AI edited this?
No, Industrial Light and Magic.
Okay.
It's to work on a proof of concept. And it's actually pretty cool, like how they show some of the comparisons to what was shot and what was added in and in post. It's pretty impressive. And so basically, normally when they would do something, they would make like a 3D model of the whole city. So when directors start changing their mind and shit, they can flip it around or whatever. And he was like, no, I don't want that safety net either. I'm just going to shoot these specific shots, and these are the ones that are going to be used for sure. And I'm not going to be flipping the camera around to see the other side. So
who edited this? Fucking Super Dave?
Yeah, he's like, it's got a hair of Robert Rodriguez's style in it. His methodology.
He read the book.
Yeah, he read it. And so he would just take actors basically to these places, and he would just be like explaining what's gonna happen in the scene. Be like on the bridge, be like, oh look, this thing's gonna come this way, and you can be like,
Clunky the trash bomb.
Yeah.
How do you get JD?
He just loves that shit. I'll get to that in a sec.
Okay.
Maybe maybe not. Maybe I won't quite answer that. But this gave them the flexibility to like shoot scenes where, like, if it wasn't like placed perfectly, like they could change their mind and make this other person a robot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that it kind of like can suit the scene. And he had like a bunch of like different concepts for what these simulants were gonna look like. And like right down until like the last minute he sat on like what decision to make.
Yeah.
And he decided that like seeing the throat was very important to giving them human elements for some reason, being able to see like where food goes down or whatever. There's something humanizing in there.
Yeah.
So when he did finally settle on like this circle,
it would literally be like a disconnection, like a disconnect if it was just this, you know. I mean, it would just look like a mask. Face off.
And so when he settled on the other thing, the circle metal ear hole thing, it was basically, he didn't know if he was doing enough, but then he really got off on the idea of some of these reveals when somebody turns their head, and then suddenly he thought that was payoff, right?
I wonder if it had anything to do with the hat.
Yeah.
When they write it in, because it has the ears.
Yeah, exactly.
So so in the scene, they find a hat to put, which like so convenient that they find this perfect hat to cover it up. But I was wondering if that had anything to do with them backtracking into the design of this character.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think so. I think they just like flipped their biggest fear there.
Yeah.
And like he was operating the camera too, the director. He's like, I'm gonna be the one doing it. Yeah.
I'm not hiring any stinking deal. That must have rubbed you the wrong way.
Yeah. And so like him and JD are in the shit here. Like there's points where like he's actually like sweating and falling and hitting JD.
Yeah.
And then Sturgill Simpson in the movie. Alternative country icon.
Who did he play?
Drew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
His buddy there?
Yeah, his buddy.
Through thick and thin, these guys.
Yeah. But JD loved the process of this thing. It was all these people being able to muscle through these, because like some of these places hot as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just like the people not complaining and stuff. You know, he's like, I gotta be that stoic and, you know, this into it to be able to hang with this. It was like, some people just, you know, water out their back.
Yeah. I really liked how...
I hope that didn't come off the wrong way. No. I don't know.
I did like how there was the couple scenes that you know this guy's missing an arm, right?
Yeah.
They let you know there's 3 key scenes that you see him walking around with no bionic arm or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that the arm that they give him isn't like this robot arm. It has a likeness to it.
Yeah.
So really, it bodes well with this fact of how he's just doing everything for the low, but still finding ways to make it effective, is that instead of doing CGI throughout the whole movie on this arm, all they had to do was give him this little shoulder piece.
Right.
And then he could just use his hand without anything on it to get in the way when he's actually like doing some climbing or whatever.
Economical.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Budgetary dream.
Yeah.
What'd I tell you? But like the caveat is like despite these being like $5,000 cameras with anamorphic lenses to give it that length, that width length,
A little bit of girth.
yeah, girth, I guess. But they definitely took the brain guts of a more expensive like camera's color profile and stuff and wedged that in there. Like I don't know if it was like as simple as adding a LUT, you know, to how you see with Black Magic and stuff.
Yeah.
But or if it was like complete jailbreak where they got a, you know, firmware hack or something. I don't know how difficult that whole process was. Yeah. But they kind of skimmed over that.
Give it that Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. And
because when I first saw a trailer for this, I was not just because JD was in it, and he was also in Tenet, but it just screamed Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
I would have bet money on it that was a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah. And like these cameras had a little...
I'll still bet you.
Little bit of grain, which you never see in Christopher Nolan movies. But it was kind of an interesting grain.
Yeah. So
they kind of thought it was okay.
Yeah.
But ILM, they don't like the grain as much, I don't think.
No? Well, big Christopher Nolan fans.
I think it makes it a little harder to have the special effects in. But they still did
I can see that.
And
you couldn't tell.
Yeah. And yeah, they were just like going for that like really organic look. You know, it was a fine line between staged and organic sometimes, making this thing. But using like available light a lot of the time. It was really cool to see like how they made the police car go. There's a point where a police car goes and flips.
Yeah.
But like how like the original one looked.
Oh, okay.
Like the one that they actually filmed and how it was added to.
Yeah.
In special effects. Because there was a ton of special effects. There was like 1,800 or something.
Oh yeah.
And so, like, it's not a no money project by any stretch of the imagination.
But they definitely cut some costs down from like making it a full out Michael Bay film.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was like 5 hours long when they first did the cut of it.
No, really?
So the editing was more like Jenga pulling out pieces.
Number 2 coming out soon.
Yeah. And the Madeline, who plays Alfie, just a great kid to work with.
Oh, I'm sure.
But like, I guess a hard nut to crack as far as
Got
like
to watch
in
TV
the humor
half
department.
the time they were filming.
Yeah, so I guess this is the last part of it, but it was originally made as an allegory for...
Tell me now.
things that are different from us. When AI gets better and better, and it's just a tipping point where Pandora's box has just been opened, like time-wise, with real life. So it kind of dovetails right at like a really opportune moment, I guess, is the most direct way of crowing into that.
Yeah.
But JD basically thinks that it's a challenge to the audience and how they empathize with something. And basically this making of was like a fucking feature in its own.
Yeah.
But I was primed for a relook. So I had one note when I went through it the first time.
Yeah.
But now I have a galaxy of them. Sorry for taking up all the time. I hope that
super
I don't know if that feels like a summation, but I don't know. It was very interesting and.
Well, that was less than 40 minutes, and I feel like I don't have to watch it now. So, time well spent.
Yeah, so True Love. You think they should have stuck with that name, or the creator's good?
If the movie was just called True Love.
Yeah.
No,
You think it would have done gangbusters all the same?
I like the creator. So who do you think the creator is?
Is this like a chicken before the egg, or fucking computer made both?
Yeah, but there's chapters.
At least, right? Chapters.
Is there not chapters throughout this film?
No Barnes and Nobles, just chapters everywhere.
I think there's 4 chapters. The
Friend.
creator, the friend, the child.
Yeah.
No, the creator, which seems just like a cool, snappy intro title at first.
Right.
But then it goes to the child,
Yeah.
the friend, and the mother.
Yeah. So who's the creator? That your big question?
Yeah, JD.
Yeah, I guess so. The
And
Sperminator himself.
Yeah. Well,
We're all
why,
from Sackville originally.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, that's why
as they say.
my dad, like the 3 people I saw this movie with were like, you're probably just tripping and just, this is how you feel. This is where you are in life. Because I took the whole thing as in like the responsibility of fatherhood. And, it's almost like the difference between, you ever hear someone like say that, there's a father and then there's a dad. Not every father's a dad. Because the father is the person that gave this.
You gotta reach a certain standard.
Yeah, exactly.
Righto.
Like the actual being there, teaching them, helping them grow.
A little bit of the lag work, isn't it?
And in that first shot of all the propaganda,
which was kind of like you never played Fallout or anything, did you?
I have a couple times. I know, like
it felt like that a bit. I like that.
But there's a shot of father and son.
AI's going well.
Yeah, and you'd always usually see a picture of a child with a mother.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there was that initial shot. It's like the third shot of the whole movie.
Yeah.
You know, they're talking about, you know, how sooner or later we'll be extinct, wiping it out. Like, there's all...
You just said stinked and wife back to back.
Yeah. Without procreation,
Yeah.
you know, that's how the human civilization will be wiped out if no one's procreating.
Leave it to the pros.
And
That's what they say.
they're even talking about how you can donate your likeness.
Yeah, of course.
So, like, any man can go donate their likeness and make some money off it. So, like, there's a lot of these things that I was picking up on,
Right.
but I was told, like, you're probably tripping.
Yeah.
And there's a couple more that we'll go through as we go. Oh, and, like, you know, people weaponizing their children.
Not IRL.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure of it.
What?
You hear about it all the time.
We have psychos in society?
And there's kind of like a big uprise now. Like, I even know Jay Brew there.
Oh.
He used to rap with Classified. He has this whole kind of movement going about, you know, going against the court systems, how they'd always just side with the mother no matter what the case.
Yeah.
But now, you know, they got to look a little farther into it.
Right. Little.
And then there was
Deep
even,
dive.
like, he kept calling him brother. But was that guy not... Was he not the father of Maya? The guy who was, like, clearly the... Kind of the Gramps?
I don't know.
Anyways, we'll get to the rest of it as we go. But we started with a massive
like Akira.
boom. A massive boom.
Just picture Akira.
7 buildings.
Yeah.
All get mowed down.
Yeah. Then,
And that is my first note. 10 years ago, Akira?
yeah, a nuclear warhead done boomed LA. Many, many casualties in the 6 to 7-0 range.
We don't get a year.
No good.
Do we get a year?
Yeah, we're up in like you gotta say 2055.
Okay, so there was nothing about that in the behind the scenes. No fatherhood talk.
I don't even think there's an inevitable bit of that in it, but it was mostly on the technical. That's why I wanted to keep it up front.
Because there is, undoubtable reason why I would think this going into the movie as watching it. But, I think I got some legs to stand on.
I'll try and be the turd to that neck.
I think I got more legs to stand on than Phyllis does.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's really ableist. Not the only ableist thing that'll be...
She enjoyed it. We'll get her a bionic one. How's that sound?
Be discussed, unfortunately. Whoa.
Did you fart? Do or die.
Vibrate. So this isn't going to happen again, right? We're hunting down AI. Cut to...
Naomi, just alert your egg there.
Was that me? Oh, that's just a fucking Instagram, whatever... Posted something, who knows? Oh, that makes me sound like really social. Yeah, got the ick.
Redacted.
Hit up my DM. Yeah. So it starts out what? Suicide Squad. Weasel floating in the water while they all proceed to land.
Yeah, a bunch of moolers come out of the lake.
Yeah, but cut to JD. And Maya.
Hanging out.
Yeah, just doing pregnancy.
Yeah, Babino.
Right? Old music. Always a staple of future movies.
Yeah.
Where the past was cut short. Those ones.
Yeah.
But thinking about this, like there's the rubbing feet, blah, blah, blah. JD, yeah, that's when you do first see that he's a Serpico.
Yeah.
Or simulant.
He's a Borg.
Legs of titanium descent.
Yeah.
And Sturgill Simpson, I was like, hey, that's weird. Then alternative country star Sturgill Simpson showed up in here.
Getting
friend
his
of a
ass
friend.
kicked. Fuck
yeah.
is that bot putting the nuts to him?
Yeah. And then it starts getting...
The foot to him. Sorry.
yeah. They found us. The nomads are coming.
Yeah.
The Americans are coming.
The Americans.
And so they're all like fleeing this place now, right? And he's like, hold up a minute. I'm gonna ace this guy right here. You head out.
Yeah.
Then
Why does he plant?
What happened? What did?
He just deafens him.
Oh yeah. Nirmata's not here, man.
Yeah.
And you find out he's undercover, right? So he's like,
And we even got like definition for Nirmata somewheres before this.
yeah, right at the beginning.
The creator of AI.
Flashes that up. So he's like, call off the raid.
You're blowing my cover, man.
Yeah, I'm oh. And of course, fucking Maya, what'd she do?
Yeah.
Sidles up.
I just need a couple more months. Oh yeah, she's a sidler. Told her to keep those Tic Tacs in her pocket.
Yeah. And then friggin' gun pointing
They're
at
not
him.
real. This is where I've never heard how much he sounds like Denzel.
Yeah, he does have...
He doesn't sound like Denzel in any other movie. But he is full of evolved.
He's got it in him. Yeah, he's half full.
It's not real. Just the delivery of that.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. They got his dad to do some ADR for him.
Yeah. And with the gun pointing, and she's pointing out what she must do or whatever, and he's just like, yeah, easy, baby. We cool.
Whoa.
And then he's like, you and I are real. Child, real.
Yeah.
No. It's not real.
Nothing's real.
And then right then, they're just driven apart in that moment.
Yeah.
So, like, it's one of these situations where they're chasing and just so close and too late.
Yeah.
Damn.
She's on the boat.
And then what happens?
Oh, nomad.
A little drip. Just a little nugget squeezed out by the old nomad and... creator.
Yeah. Theo. Theo got dropped.
That's when you get the creator.
Yeah.
That's when it happens. Yeah. That's when they throw it out there. Boom.
And what is the... They have some subtitles there. What is that?
It said, cutting to 5 years later.
Where is this actually filmed?
It was filmed in a bunch of spots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They had that luxury.
Wherever they felt welcome.
Yeah, they just went to, like, wicked spots all over the place. And then they gathered through tons and tons of money at ILM to fucking doll it up and put space or whatever in it.
So at this point, he already had bought arm and bought leg. As in, like, arms and legs he had to buy.
Well, he was able to clap off his music, kind of. So maybe.
Yeah, and then it goes, wake up, 5 years later. Mm-hmm. His hair is different, but we can tell it's him. It's him. And this
still
is the first
looking
time
for
we've seen
Nirmata out there.
with, the CGI work on that arm alone is pretty impressive. Or lack of arm. Mm-hmm. Be able to key that out.
Yeah.
Was there much movement in that shot?
So there's a little recreation. So if anything, he's the recreator.
Hey, we just found out the sequel.
Yeah, and he's got to take one of those bed polygraphs pretty well straight away.
Yeah, they're trying to extract intel from him.
Yeah, how's your job?
Yeah. And because he's not a bot with a little USB inside him, they can't just take the information. So they got to, ask him questions, fix him up with basically a clone of his wife or baby mama.
Give that a fucking AI.
AIR.
Yeah.
Did you not think, like, she looks just like her? She looks like a clone.
Dubious of everyone,
The
isn't it?
likeness was there, I must say. The likeness was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, enough to make him feel comfortable, maybe. Might want to give out some information.
Yeah, and it's so early, too.
He doesn't remember anything.
It's before his morning commute.
Yeah, doesn't even get to get in the bath yet.
Sucks.
Out in the pool.
I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be in shit with whoever the fuck.
Works in Ground Zero. It's no longer East LA, now it's Ground Zero LA.
Yeah, but you get to don that sweet spacesuit.
Just cleaning up.
Scrapping bottos.
Yeah.
One gets grabby, and he fucking
Where is she?
took his shiny metal ass offline, didn't he?
Sounded pretty real to me, didn't he?
Yeah.
Freaked that one girl out.
Yeah. Feels nothing, this little fucking robo prick.
But he's told. He's told that he feels it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't think he's got feelings, guy?
Well, it's like when the other guy goes for the lot of them, doesn't he?
He's trying to save his friend.
And then it's got to explain that we're like 15 years on now for the math turtles out there.
Yeah.
So the LA nuke is what blew all of JD's
Family.
fundamentals off with. So he has this like, this is what reminded me of Denzel when he was having a cry all about, it just reminded me of Flight when he's like on the floor drinking and all upset. It was very reminiscent of that for me.
Yeah, another John Goodman. Guy pops up everywhere.
Yeah.
Even in a lot of our episodes.
Yeah. And you're getting introduced to all the characters now. Like big budget Tony Collette here.
Yeah.
Allison Janney.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's discount in that equation. Because if you go...
Well, who's her sidekick? Your twin. What's that guy's name? What's his name? Who's Tony? What'd you say?
Tony Collette.
Is?
She's from Hereditary.
Okay, yeah. But do you know who her sidekick is? Her enforcer guy?
And this?
Your clone. He's got your likeness.
Ozark?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But
What's his name? He's a little B-rated, isn't he?
I don't know. I don't have him in my notes yet. He hasn't made his first appearance, I guess. Got something about him though. But you got to go way
Think he's
back.
a handsome man?
What?
Do you think he's handsome?
What do you mean?
The guy that looks like you.
Why would I think he's handsome? I don't think I'm handsome.
Do you like him?
I'm not trying to date me.
I like me a healthy amount, okay?
Get back to these Pam and Bettys. Go way back.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut.
Back? How far back?
You got to go into Sam Rockwell's filmography to get what I'm putting down. Anyway,
Tell me now.
last change recruit. Got nothing to lose. Well, you got something, bud. This is the old recruitment part.
Oh, when these
This is the recruitment part. It's exactly like every other recruitment.
floating around in the womb.
The call to action,
Yeah.
as they call it in the biz.
Always in the pool.
But he got like Bay of Pigged in this first.
Well, they dangle a ghost in his face.
That's
Got all those holograms.
convenient holo vid,
Yeah.
right? You just throw it up, right? Maya, before you ask, looking human.
Looking pretty human.
Right?
Well, looking like a hologram, but...
So, Rudolph, guide our sleigh tonight. Please. We're sorry for everything we did and said. So, yeah, welcome back to New Asia.
Vietnam again. Just can't get away from this place.
Yeah, so already we're in the plane. We're behind enemy lines.
Yeah.
Everyone hates us. One guy's sitting next to a werewolf.
You mean everybody?
Everybody. So anyway, the stakes. Oh, Pete, the stakes. I'd do anything for one more minute. This watch. Blah.
They almost made that dog into a steak.
Yeah.
Show me the entrance, or the fucking puppy gets it.
Yeah. No, this is during an ebb. He's having a moment there with Janny.
Pool?
Still on the plane.
Okay, yeah.
She's lost people too. He's lost basically everyone, right?
Bro.
Yeah.
Mama. Papa.
And Ernest Klein would approve of this. Shout out to Armada.
Armada.
Still ebbing. Radiohead starts playing.
Yeah.
Everything in its right place.
Yeah.
Always love when that'll crop up in a movie. Did you like that part?
I always do.
Coming through in Dolby 7.5 there at the theater for you.
Yeah.
Twinkling about. Right? Nothing like... so it's like, what, 2065? Something like that? Right? So...
It's a going.
So I'm trying...
Feeling it.
I'm trying to look up what... like a 65-year-old song is, right? Because I'm thinking of when this would have come out in comparison to the time now.
Yeah.
Because it comes out in 2000, so 65-year-old song, right? So I was thinking about it, and I'm getting things like talking about my generation and old man. I'm like, these are songs about being 65. And then we start, so I look back, I'm like, all right, what came out in 59? What's a 65-year-old song that I would listen to at this point?
What do you got?
We got Kooky Kooky, right?
Nice.
Lend Me Your Comb.
Lend me your comb.
Yeah, by Ed Burns and Connie Stevens. Is that a jam?
I think we should take a break and listen to that one.
Yeah. The Battle Hymn of the Republic. That was a biggie then.
Never heard.
The Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
Oh,
Billboard
favorite.
Top 10.
It's my favorite.
What about the Happy Organ?
Want to see it?
Yeah, Dave Cortez. Right?
Yeah.
So 59 stuff that you still listen to. None of those make it move?
Not yet.
That Happy Organ?
It's there.
Yeah.
It's smirking.
Mac the Knife, Bobby Darin.
Might have smirked a little bit.
So, yeah, whatever. They're here in 2065 talking like they live in 2022 or something. Anywho, back to the beach.
Is that what they said? It was 2065?
Somewhere around there. It popped up somewhere. But I don't know if the 5 was after that. So if it's 2070, it's like somewhere in that range. Like these songs, like 59, these songs are the newest ones at best,
Yeah.
Might have to go back to 57.
Well, I'm glad to see the progression because at least there's no scratching involved. It was just pillage.
Yeah. And that's right. That's a platoon village.
Oh, yeah. And I'm pretty sure there was something to do with shooting a dog. in Platoon as well.
Well, let's not be surprised because that Ozark shithead that's where he shows
Handsome
up for the
piece
first.
of shit. Piece of crap.
Beautiful piece of shit. Fucking, he does like that mustache. Got some like extra girth to it. Is that must be?
It's fluffy.
You know what I mean? Like even like when it's buzzed,
Yeah.
it's still
You
like
can tell they shave outwards.
But that's
Got
just
that nice.
But that's got just because case of a long in between there, the lip and septum.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, that's just fucking geography.
It's completely normal.
Anyway, they're just trying to get a secret entrance open. That's it.
Yeah, no.
All right, guys.
Indiana Jones finds it pretty
Nothing
quick,
more.
though. Hey, it's always the statue.
Yeah,
Duh.
yeah.
Didn't have to bring in one arm for that.
You can't beat AI. It's an evolution. How dehumanizing.
All right, let's pack up and go home.
Yeah. Security guards. Fucking. And they're paying the price for their complacency. If they have that scene where they're all just milling about, kind of slacking on their jobs.
Yeah.
As they get fucking blown in on there with that pew pew fucking scientist getting chopped out.
And this is when they pull a face off.
Yeah.
They got some old face recognition.
Yeah. And he's got a.
You know, this is only a couple years after Minority Report. Gotta be. Technology hasn't went that much further since
You back
Minority
that
Report.
up? Minority Report could be in the 3 grands or some bullshit.
63.
What?
Oh, yeah.
In this fucking century right here. Motherfucker.
What are the chances?
Son of a bitch. I don't know why I put in my notes. I put a speaking of silence, which could have been science. That dude gets that message. Oh, maybe it was the hacker guy. He fucking makes it say, make love to yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And,
that was great.
yeah,
Make love to all your family, too.
Eat tu mama te bien. Remember that? And your mother, too.
Yeah. I was trying to remember what else I said, but yeah,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Yeah, it's a PG fuck you.
Yeah. Well done.
Anywho, the guy is casually going through to procure that facial recognition.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off from that because it could have easily been forgotten in that moment.
Yeah.
But
was it who was it that they cut the face off of?
some patron of this
it's a-
secure facility.
But it's a human.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. But it's just a funny play on how they're skinning the faces off of so many people for this AI.
Yeah. But AI, you don't want to be using their face. They ain't perfect. Like, they're cutting to other noteworthy moments here.
Yeah.
Where outside the AI police, not the brightest jacks in the box. They're not far off, rolling up like Autobots here.
Yeah, I know, they're like not stormtroopers, but the droids.
Yeah, but none of their stupid sensors clued them into the mortar that she just sent off straight into the air, but just slightly 4 feet ahead.
Yeah.
The quarterback's toast there.
Hey, it's Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah. More hacking. Jamiroquai, deeper underground.
But yeah, some things never get old, eh? But the
This gets a little old here. I got my next note is some guy looking for who cares. But it's related to the vault.
Yeah.
I know for sure, because
Yeah.
there's 640 mil in bearer bonds in there.
Yeah, because he thinks that they're going in there for a big explosive, or he doesn't even know what they're going in for. But
Yeah, a Degas painting worth 4 to 8 mil.
The size of the doors that he has to walk through
Yeah.
would make him think that something big's on the other side.
Yeah. But what would you describe it as, this gold nugget?
A young cyborg child.
Go on.
Child face.
Yeah. What's the verb? What's the active engagement of this thing? We must be doing something important, right?
Oh, he's tubing. He's tubing hard.
It's not it's a robot.
You know, at this point, I thought
It's
it was
a robot. It's a robot.
he. No, they say it's she the whole time.
It's a robot.
Alfie's a she.
It's a kid watching TV. It doesn't matter.
It's a Borg. A female Borg.
Yeah, whatever.
She's got the likeness of a female.
Extraction. Blah, blah, blah. Beacon can't be shut off. Yada, yada, yada.
Just tubing away.
Yeah.
And messy room, too. As many kids have. You know, they just let her do her thing in here.
Yeah.
Does she even know she's a bot at this point?
It seems like a regular teenager or young whatever to me.
Do you recognize the show?
Was it a good one?
Oh, yeah. The best, Jerry.
I don't know. I was trying to, stick with the gravity of the situation. What was the show?
It was also very
Beverly Hillbillies?
parallel to the introduction
What was
to
the show?
The Child in Mandalorian.
Better known as...
Grogu?
Better known as...
I'm not saying it. It's not true. It's not true.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's like
But in memes,
Yoda's,
that baby eats good in the memes. I've seen him eat
Yoda's
ice cream.
great-grandson.
What?
Yoda's great-grandson.
That's so yeah, that's a little Yoda Junior. It's not a baby Yoda, but it's a Junior.
YJJJ.
Junior.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
Yoda Junior.
You think it's going to be something a lot bigger, and then you're like,
Oh,
this is what
not to be sizest.
This little cutesy?
Yeah, a little baby. L'enfant de Yoda.
But yeah, I was tricked by the buzz cut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does make it a hair bit more ambiguous.
Yes, does it? But hey, the kids from Stranger Things fell for the same thing, so.
Yes. Shout out to JD.
Yeah. Shout out to, what's the dog's name?
Ellie. Maybe just L.
What's the origin?
What?
Moving on. Alright, so time for this child to escape to the real world.
I got running in the field. Maya. Mean anything to ya? Huh? Oh, yeah, another great spaceship coming to blow up things.
And then they...
For the nth time.
But who is it that comes in? Tries to find them. General there?
Boom. The mortar took care of it by being the bomb. I don't even remember putting that. That
Nice.
came out better. I did not intend to be a thing there. But missiles whooshing.
Fucking gonna kill.
JD caught up in another one.
No.
Another one. That's it. That's the one I'm trying to put out there. Anyone do that yet?
Khaled.
The child.
Oh,
Act
You
2.
could have made that a
Sorry.
DJ. It's JD. Is that a Khaled reference? DJ Khaled? Another one.
Who's that?
He's the best. He says it all the time.
But he doesn't exist in this world, so there's room for somebody else to come up with the phrase another one, right?
So you're telling me these guys got head on the radio and they forgot about DJ Khaled in 2065?
You know what I mean? JD's caught up in another bomb. Another one.
All right.
There's missiles going off. There's all, like, people been getting hit over and over here.
Yeah.
There's thousands of people getting caught up in another one.
Yeah. There's lots of ones.
Yeah, it's another one for a lot of people.
Not another one.
The missiles. Another one.
And the Minority Report. It's only 4 years after the big boom.
That's it.
Yeah, so he's in there.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise still kicking.
He's in the universe. He's in the zeitgeist.
I can hear clearly now.
Yeah. Moving right along. The Child. Act 2, I guess.
Got you again, bastard.
Right? Another classic waking up scene. Shit moment. Short of spitting up a lung full of water, that's all this scene needed.
Don't like being watched.
Comment.
No one likes being watched sleeping. Wake up to the weirdo child.
Yeah. Get out of here, kid.
Get out of here.
And she gives him
Sounded
that.
also like Denzel.
Yeah. Gives her that sad puppy robot face.
Everything in one ear, out the other with this kid.
Yeah. So then they end up.
Finds that mean dog in the cornfield.
Yeah. Gets the calm off the body, and then the body just springs to life, right?
Much like that robot did.
Yeah. Bath salts energy.
Back at Ground Zero.
What is this? The coast of Miami?
Watch your face.
Fucking 150 feet from a gas station.
This face is getting gnawed off.
Yeah, now they're there and back on the TV.
This kid loves the tube.
Yeah.
Tubing again.
But JD, trying to lay down the law, knows the rules.
Yeah, well, no one likes the poltergeist child.
Right? Yeah. Just prays a little bit after he shuts off the TV, and then boom, back on.
Yeah.
So defiant.
No.
And then back off again. He's not standing down.
I would have unplugged it.
So
That's what I was actually waiting for, is that he unplugs it and then still the kid can turn the TV on.
Yeah.
Because this, you find out later on that not only can the child affect the electricity of stuff plugged in, but also battery powered. Flashlights he turns off. What's that about?
Oh, God. I was having revelations at this point with all these names like Shipley and Bradbury. All these science fiction writer names getting dropped through the comms and shit.
Yeah, were they?
Yeah. So, yeah. Now this other guy.
Easter eggs.
Yeah, she's shooting the shit with this dude now. This being like, oh, I promise I'm not going to kill the American. He's being tasked with killing her. Right? And this guy gets it.
Well, I thought he says he's going to kill the American.
No, I don't.
The guy that comes in from the field?
Oh, yeah, well, you know,
I'm
still.
going to kill the American.
Anyway, this one person.
He's not going to. You take that guy as a liar? He reaches for the gun right after.
Anyway, he was like the one entity in the room that wasn't on the chopping block here. Everyone was meant to be killed, but not him in this equation.
I just came home to work on my truck.
Yeah, so he's just Anyway, they're turning this.
That alerts the release, though.
Yeah, they're making lemonade here. This is a bonding experience. That's what I'm trying to get to here.
Yeah.
They're at odds, now they're bonding.
Yeah. The release starts coming after them.
Yeah. You see her?
How are we going to get away?
Have you seen this woman?
Oh,
Maya?
no. She draws the tattoo. This is where she draws the picture of the tattoo that Maya has, which they...
Is that what prompts them to pull out the picture?
Yeah. Because when she saw the gun, or when she's holding out the gun in the first scene to JD, they make sure that the keen eye would notice this tattoo on her arm.
Right.
And then the kid just happens to be drawing it.
Right. So, anyway...
That's where he makes the connection.
He wants to know where she is. Yeah. And she comes up and tells her that she's in Ding Dang.
Ding Dang.
Right? And I'm like, is this a mockery? Or is it information? Wait and see.
Yeah. Of course, they didn't use the translator at this point.
Mm-hmm. So this guy needs some candy.
Sounds like
he can't quite get this little girl into his truck.
Yeah. Yeah. Which that truck seems kind of outdated, does it not?
I mean,
not very
it's like
futuristic.
100 years old.
Yeah, this is where they saved a couple dollars.
Maybe more than 100 years old.
And
it's got old music too.
It's fun. He starts getting a little crazy there, doesn't he?
He does get.
It's fun in here. Come on.
I know. He turns into a total creep.
I feel bad for the kids that fall for that one.
Yeah. But they do get that right.
It's a game.
Right.
Let's play a game.
Yeah. And that dog does play a game.
Yeah. Fetch.
He's
pretty good at it.
Oh my God.
A little too good.
He brings it right out to the police. The very police that lobbed it.
Yeah.
Little boomerang.
Obedience. It's the obedience. And is that the same dog that someone put a gun up to?
Oh, maybe. There's a lot
How
of
many
guns
dogs are kicking
being
around
threatened. Here? But they're playing "Child in Time" by Deep Purple on the car radio. So shout out to Tyler's favorite song by Deep Purple.
Oh yeah. Who's Tyler?
A guy who we once knew. And then
Dr. Strangelove?
And then they break up time a little bit here, Child of Time, with that police truck flip, where they come back and give the guy an explanation. Oh, yeah, I was just needed to turn around or whatever.
It's like it's one of those things that's been done.
Yeah.
But I think that was done... That was probably the best version of that, with the huge flip and turn around. I made a wrong turn.
Yeah, and then...
was that the first time you saw this police officer? The AI police?
I don't know, maybe.
Keeps showing up every once in a while?
I'm not sure. But then the Flight of the Rat plays, which is actually the B-side, the song that plays after Child in Time on the album. So they must add the actual tape in or something.
Mm-hmm. It's like Janet Jackson. You can just play it all the way through.
And then there's this...
they go back to the truck and they stop.
There's this friggin' soldier.
Make a little stop for that mean dog.
Yeah, he's dying. And like, this cat's lost all his 9 in like the past 10 minutes of this movie.
And JD is saying that he's willing to help him.
Yeah.
Just his own way. He's not taking him back to base. And then it seems like, he might make it. He might make it. Oh, no, he's feeling something. No, he's gone. He's off.
Yeah. And JD has officially switched teams.
Yeah. But I liked that the child looks back and goes, oh, he's off.
Oh, no.
He's offline.
Dang it.
Yeah. And then Janny
and Ozark.
Oh, no, so they leave the truck there with the mean dog.
Yeah, that's a crime.
And they get picked up with the just the classic family on vacay.
Yeah, station wagon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and Janny and Ozark makes this grisly discovery in the back of their previous vehicle.
But it's so weird because how many movies do you see that cut? It's 2 scenes, but it's the same location.
Yeah.
So they had, and maybe this is something that they had to figure out.
Is how
for time restrictions or something like that. You got to get these both in the can. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got to butt up to each other.
Yeah.
So we got to work this out in the dialogue. He's been dead for a couple hours. Just to let you know that they're not right on their tails.
Yeah, this is a pretty big time jump if you think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that technology, right? JD said he'd give anything for a minute earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
And who knew that they had the exact tech for such an occasion?
You got to watch who you say your future inventions to. Might steal that. He didn't patent it. That's for sure.
No, he didn't have time.
Yeah.
He's busy.
You can put someone's whole life on a USB drive.
Mm-hmm. But no good. This guy gets up for a bit and then he's back to Valhalla.
Yeah. Because they also let you know that, it depends on how long the person's been dead.
Mm-hmm.
How long you can... I think if later on it shows that as long as you do it right away or in the first 5-10 minutes or something like that,
right,
that you'll actually
get some mileage out of it.
Yeah, you won't have the temporary. They only had 30 seconds or something, didn't they?
The minute.
Yeah. My wife. Where's my wife?
Damn it, man! Give us the information.
Yeah, fuck your wife.
Now they got a traitor to kill.
Yeah. Do they kill him?
No, they got to go after him.
Let's go.
So you can't pull a fast one on Border Patrol, can you? 6 kids? I only see 5 in your paperwork. I forgot.
Just a sec.
That was a good one. You just used the I forgot. You doing a recount?
Yeah, so we missed that the child gets a name while they're still in the truck. He's trying to, for some reason, he's calling him Sam at first. And he's like, what name do you like? What do you like? Like, I like Candy. Why didn't he just go with that name?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's when the soldier's still in the truck with them or whatever.
And
or just after. Yeah, they just want to be pretending.
Yeah. And even before this, I don't know if we mentioned how over the radio he finds out that the child is the weapon. So this isn't something that used as a twist later on.
No, and it gets a little heavy-handed in the next act too.
Yeah. Even holding the gun up to it, he's told to abort it.
Mm-hmm. Full-fledged.
Yeah, but he can't do it.
No. And
this is when she's drawing the tattoo. And that's what stops him from killing her.
And then there's a hat disguise.
Yeah. And very convenient hat to wear.
And finally got some candy in the car. As you mentioned.
Yeah.
So he switched teams here. You got anything on?
Yeah.
The point is the hat's short-lived.
Yeah. So what do you think of the Asian kid music in the?
I just consider all music a jam.
He's in the trunk. He's riding Dead Hooker. He's riding. What's her name?
Susie?
Denise. He's got the Denise seat. And you find out that the hat is not a great disguise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take it off.
Yeah. In fact, it was an attention drawing garment or accessory, I suppose.
Not only can they turn the TV on, but she can turn all electricity off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is not a trick that's being
Powers.
followed for.
Her
like
power is power.
Yeah, it's her cardboard box. If you ever play Metal Gear Solid, can go awry just the same.
Yeah, she's got the shinning. Elfie's got the shinning for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we settled on Elfie, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Things go bananas, right?
Yeah.
Telekinesis and erratic driving.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one good part there. Anyone having fun? JD's still in crazed mode.
Oh, yeah.
Ass to the back seat. Anyone having fun? And this one little dude raises his hand.
Yeah, a little fun and games.
Yeah. Yeah. Not to be ableist, but...
Should have brought that kid along.
Yeah. And, there's a cool scene here where that dude, like, checks his own pulse, it seems.
Yeah, another Agent Smith.
Yeah. And that's when it shows that billboard. Kind of heavy-handedly, I guess, if you think about it, because it butts right back to back, but it's that when you first see that donate your likeness thing. Yeah. So, you're getting that double whammy.
I don't remember donating my likeness.
Yeah.
So did he think he was of one? So do you think that was a bit of a revelation for this Agent Smith? Did he think he was of one?
I'm not sure what he was thinking at this point.
Or is there a whole fleet of these clone droids?
I'd be quite suspicious that may be the case, yeah, for sure.
Are they self-aware? That's what I'm wondering.
I imagine so, yeah. Don't ask dumb questions, all right?
Give me dumb answers.
Yeah. Map point.
You my friend?
Yeah, exactly. That's where we at, man. And, like, this game is just shit that they're playing. Listen, little girl. Do I need to have my friends come in and fucking pry open your crow?
And, if you're not a robot, how were you made? How long is this bus ride? He's got to talk about the birds and the bees. He's got to explain what heaven is. Getting into religion.
Yeah.
How many life lessons are you going to teach this child?
Mm-hmm. You got monkeys walking around there as well.
Is that like the classic things that a parent has to teach their child?
Yeah.
Or a child?
Yeah, but the birds and the bees and the monkeys.
And the parting of the seas.
It's the benefit of the guerrilla filmmaking, isn't it? Being able to just shoot monkeys here and there.
Gotta love it.
So yeah, we're in the ebb and flow of things, right? Mostly ebb.
Yeah.
Yeah, just busing, theological, technological convos, bonding out the ass, these two.
Couple flashes of what looks like subway. It's not even on the bus, like the terminal or something like that. You see in Maya's Everywheres.
But goddamn, if you don't...
Why is he so hell-bent on finding the old one? Why doesn't he go get a new model?
Yeah, I know, right? Just cropping up. But, you settle for just that heart-melting experience of a little robo resting their little robo head on you.
Yeah. Then it cuts back to...
that's where we jump into the friend act.
No, not yet.
What?
You can't forget that line.
Oh, my God.
That
Jerker?
brutal line.
Jerker.
Oh. I was close. I guess neither of us are going to heaven. Because you're not good. And I'm not a person.
Damn.
The friend.
The friend, yeah.
So we're officially in the friend zone.
Right,
You felt more comfortable than ever when they came to this part of the film. You get to meet your favorite country singer.
Well, he was there at the beginning. He was the pss, 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 pss.
They let you know that, too.
Yeah.
They don't want you to have to put this together. They got a couple shots.
Oh, and...
You get to see his nuts getting kicked in.
Right.
I mean, his face.
Yeah.
But by that robot, the Rollies.
And he's there to reinforce a few points as well.
Give it to me.
But, so he brings her to Drew, old JD, someone he trusts, it seems, right? And they have that little asshole moment.
You get to see someone's on the trail. Already someone's making the phone call.
No,
Because you see them. They're up outside. Exterior shot, night.
Ring.
Like they're up on the big screen. Looking for the child and the Joshua.
Yeah, I almost let them slip the wanted poster up on the billboard. Times Square wanted poster, Central Japan, Tokyo.
And then you got Strange Guy.
Strange guy.
Making the phone call. I see the child.
Yeah.
And he's got ears, this guy. He's human.
Yeah. All man.
All man.
All manner of jerk.
80%.
He's a real jerk of all jerks. So this thing is brimming with funny moments where they have that little, oh, hello, like, nice to meet you, asshole moment with Drew.
Yeah.
You got a note about that? You want to dunk that more eloquently?
No, but because they start doing flashbacks of before he got to meet Maya, or like when they're setting her up and like, they're making the plan of how he's gonna infiltrate. And he's like, you got to gain her trust. You got to marry her, knock her up. Here's a ring. Take this. It also works as a GPS.
Yeah.
I'm your buddy. I'm your friend.
Don't forget that.
Yeah.
And don't fall in love.
And like you see her, I remember when I first saw her.
Yeah.
I think there's a little narration in there.
Oh.
We were in, I forget the name of the club. There's a robot dancing around on stage. Sexy. Mm-hmm. Sexy. And you see her with her buddy. He plays like the grandpa role. I don't know. He keeps calling him brother. You know what I'm talking about? I don't got a name for him. Sleeps in a hammock. He's not all man.
Watanabe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name in this? Amada?
No. It is... It might come to me. I don't know if it's in my notes, but I do... Because he starts to feature more heavily in a few moments.
Yeah.
So...
He says, his buddy in the flashback, it's the end of the flashback, he's like, don't go native on me.
Yeah. I thought he was saying naive, but I know what you're saying.
And he went
like
native,
the way
I
I
guess.
processed it was strangely that line.
And I guess he went native. He fell in love.
Yeah. Native operating system.
I don't know.
God damn, this techno babble, I'll call it. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what... Well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they meant.
Yeah.
Rude.
They could have said anything.
Rude.
It was.
But, it makes sense.
It was right after the second funny moment in the movie, so.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, the first exchange.
Yeah. And the other one was...
the very classic, like, two buddies seeing each other after a while. It's like the exact same thing in Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, yeah. What up, you fucking prick?
How's your sister doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ass slap. Good to see you.
Just being mans.
Yeah. Couple boys.
But yeah, they get down to business. He starts recognizing that this is some sort of advanced simulant.
First, they got to walk through the AI factory.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The whole baby maker.
The tour. How could I have forgotten the tour?
Yeah.
Pete's hair.
Yeah. Someone's after them, so it's time to get that likeness going.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Get that likeness going.
So Neuralink just had its first human subject, gonna be able to do this exact same shit, buddy.
This is when he's looking into the ears.
Yeah.
Because I also...
But she can connect to all the stuff, you know, smart thermometer, Tesla car, all the things, laptop, computer.
And he even is like, she can grow. She's growing.
Oh, yeah. She's an ager.
Yeah. Which not only is she's the first child of the bots, the
Right.
AIs, but she can actually grow to be an adult.
But she's not grown up yet, you know. Ice cream is available for delivery. She's not too old for that.
And that was a big thing that I've thought of too, because like, you know, in this family tree, this is like almost the uncle and aunt, it seems.
Yeah.
Where the male just sees her as a complete object, where the female is actually...
Good little piece of machinery you got here.
Yeah.
Must be a lot of people chasing that tail.
Yeah.
No weirdness about that.
But the female instantly goes into, you know, trying to nurture her. Like, what do you need? You want this? You want to... I'll make you happy. I'm your friend.
Yeah.
So there was that play on how... you know, maternal instinct and paternal instinct don't kick in the same way.
Yeah. But unfortunately, once said ice cream delivery arrives, the aunt figure...
yeah, because they're talking about the child. The opportunities are endless for this child.
Uncle Ben and
Could
Jerry.
probably be prime minister one day.
Uncle Ben and Jerry.
Yeah.
Basket and flavor 32.
Don't you just open the door for any hooded figure?
Oh my
Walking in?
goodness. I mean, they had me fooled.
Skip the dishes.
Right?
But this actually, same scene happened in the Sopranos film. Where it's like the package at the door that the unknowing wife brings in. I wonder what it is.
Yeah, got kablooey. It's one of them.
That's got a sting.
That's like the worst one.
Luckily, no feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. All H is breaking loose, though.
The only one that hurt out of that one's your boy.
JD getting pinned down in this scramble. Bam, takes out like 4 bots at once. You got that down?
Yeah.
That was some...
Backtrack one.
Smash.
What about the new game that they play? JD and the child. That good old fashioned game of save JD from the fucking police.
Oh, she says to the aunt?
Yeah. We like to play a game called Save Josh.
Yeah, I wanted to put that in my notes, but I was hoping you would bring that up.
What do you think of the name Josh?
That's
Yeah, you think it...
there's a few beloved Joshes in my life. Joshy Poo that plays with fucking Yoshi. Yeah. I know this kid since he's been 0.
Josh Hartnett?
Fucking little nature boy. Shout out to Josh's dick. Fucking 4 years running as he's fucking developing as a baby.
Oh, yeah? You always wanted him to be Ric Flair when you guys were wrestling. But yeah, Josh, you think it's a heroic name?
Yeah, I guess it's up there. It seems
really,
like a firefighter-y name.
Like a lot of heroes in movies don't have the name Josh.
No, they usually steer away from that specific, like
something a little stronger,
or like Mark. Like they want something like slightly on the B ratio as far as popularity.
A little more alpha.
Not a ton of these like straight Bible John. Tons of Johns. John Wick, fucking.
Oh yeah.
Jack Ripper.
People are big
Jack
on
Preacher.
John.
Fuck me.
People are big on John. John Carter.
Was born Josh Bourne? Jason Bourne?
Close. But Joshua is actually
Joshua
comes from Hebrew name.
of course. Don't most of them.
So the meaning of Joshua is actually salvation.
Right.
It's just kind of a perfect name for a hero.
Daniel, he who judges. Just some transgressions. Sorry about that.
And his last name, Taylor, the meaning of that is cutter of cloth. So maybe they're, maybe him and the child are cut from the same cloth, if you know what I mean.
Don't.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So he takes out 4 robots at once.
Smash.
And
like
you see
Kazmat Chabayev.
And it's funny how when you see all these robots getting their face shot off,
Yeah.
it's no big thing. But then you see Agent Smith get his face shot off. It's a little more effective, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Took you back to a Terminator or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff happening here.
You get to see Elfie show some emotion.
Yeah.
Starts crying.
Is that as Drew is cradling?
AI can tear.
There's tears to this thing.
And they... and, yeah.
Call the cavalry.
The pressure's on. We gotta find Maya.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so driving, there's beacons tracking, ping, ping, beautiful location, ping, I got my spacesuit going again.
Yeah.
Ping, don't do this.
Oh, you find out the biggest twist of it all. Because then... or wait. No, we're not back at the ranch yet, are we?
Ding,
Yeah, okay.
Door opens.
Dong ding.
That's the car door.
Yeah.
Don't go.
Let's go.
He ventures, literally. Love. Absolutely love venturing into the unknown of this plane. But boom. Ring.
What's up with this
Bling.
hologram? Takes you back to the first scene. He gets to hear himself. Where'd that come from?
Oh.
He's just playing the tapes, going through the tapes.
Just mulling over it again.
And I think it was to show...
You know, he doesn't get to watch as much TV as his companion.
Elfie gets to learn a little bit out of this scene. But it's like instantaneously the friend comes after them. Like, we can't do this. And these people are hot on their trail.
Yeah, they had a...
He gets taken out. He's almost laying in the exact same spot he was in that first scene. This is full circle.
Yeah, he finds the ring, and yeah...
Full circle.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And there's a hug so close to shoot. Right there. Hugging, shooting,
Yeah. And you get to
a
find
hug
out,
so close to a shoot.
you find out that you've been doing horrible detective work this whole time when you were undercover.
Oh, I said here that Maya is Nirmata, and that is literally what I said the first second of this movie. Because...
Of course. It's right there.
It's right there. Said it. I put it on the record right
Tattoo.
away.
That tattoo gave it all away.
Yeah. The first second of the movie, I was like, that's Nirmata. Maya? No, it's Nirmata, stupid.
Every other movie.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna think of the name Maya anymore. I'm just gonna know that that's Nirmata and just relate everything to that right away. Still took 2 watches, but maybe that's why it was so dozy.
The second time.
The movie,
was she Nomada?
Yeah.
After the first time, it was... Was she Nirmata? You were woozy, weren't you?
Woozy.
You were getting a little woozy? Gonna have to
I
watch
was
it again.
swaying
Minata.
slowly back and forth whilst nodding.
On the couch.
Yeah. On that piece of shit couch.
Oh yeah, not a good coach.
Oh my god, it's fucking nerve-wracking how bent out of shape you can feel after a bit.
Don't care.
I'm gonna get a new couch.
That bad, huh?
Gotta get a new couch.
Yeah. Gotta get it.
Gotta get it. So yeah, she's Nirmata, but is he a god?
Is who a god?
Him, because he like goes out with the god princess.
That makes him god?
Doesn't he put it up there?
You're married in the...
I mean, is this more than meets the eye? Is he like a chosen one? Because
No,
they
the
go
child.
to great lengths
The
to make him
child's
see
the
the like
chosen
the
one.
everyman.
They even say that the child is the chosen one.
Oh my god, are you trying? Don't spoil.
Jeez. You know, don't fucking tempt me, cuss.
Spoil.
Yeah, and then Grandpappy shows up. I'm just calling this guy Grandpappy. He's giving off Grandpappy vibes.
Yeah. How can you do that when they're like gonna be at the scrap club fucking getting their steel up?
Yeah, that was hot.
A lot of grinding.
Would you pay to get there?
Fuck. For a little bit of aluminum foil. I don't know.
I bet there's some place that actually has dancing robots.
But you're made of nickels.
Yeah. No, that's what happens. You throw change and it's magnetized. It sticks right to it.
That's metal.
Well, coins. That's what the coins.
Don't be so flippant about the coins.
So where are we at? What's next?
The Mother Act.
4 acts, this movie.
Jail. It's the part where he's in jail now.
Arm gone again.
Ken Watanabe, his time to shine. But so you were gonna say about what he's on about, right? Is this before Alfie slips off for her visit? Is this when he's just like shooting the shit with Alfie?
No, you get to hear her backstory first, where she was taken in by AI.
Don't get to say that every day.
And then this is when he's locked up, and Alfie comes in for a little visit.
Yeah.
And it's the first time you hear Alfie refer to her as the mother. So this is where they start kind of trying to manipulate the child against him. Because they're saying, oh, you're going to hurt her. They're trying to, win the child over, and they don't quite trust Joshua's intentions. Which I think, if you're thinking about...
Fair game.
Yeah, exactly. From his history. But it's like this grandfather, a man giving away his child to another man. I think already you have a guard up and you don't trust him, and you gotta win over that trust, which he later does.
Right.
And they have that moment of like, okay, I trust you with the child now, and they start kind of buddying up more, and he calls him brother again.
I didn't put all that in there, but I did really focus on where she slips off and visits JD in his jail cell. And there's that moment, which I feel like I've seen so many times, that the person in the jail cell is almost like, it wasn't exactly, but usually it's like give me that key.
Yeah.
And it's like a baby or something. You're like, oh, come on, bring the key. Or like a dog that's just like, huh? It's like, or like a monkey, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, key?
Yeah, it's right there.
Like, there's always some like barrier as to why this
Usually
transaction is not simple.
Usually someone's sleeping with their feet on a table with the key right beside them, or it's on their belt.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah. Didn't it feel like that? That sneak off and visit kind of thing?
Yeah. Is everyone sleeping at this point? There seems like a lot of sleeping on this point.
Yeah. She tames Ken Watanabe. She's like on him.
Yeah.
And Buster gets out.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
Pulls a fast one.
Yeah. This is another Akira-y moment when they're like that opium den sort of vibed place, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did you like hanging out in there for a second? That give you vibes?
Well,
like, is this a greatest hits? Is this a throwback? Is it an homage? What is this that we're experiencing?
Some platoon in there too with the hammock.
Yeah, and the village.
Yeah.
There's actually there's a siren going off now.
Yeah.
And they're like headed to a boat.
But he has to get the child. So he breaks out, goes up. The child's sleeping with Ken on the hammock. Mm-hmm. And he pulls a... who knew that they all have an off switch? So
yeah, exactly.
And then who is it that shows up and turns him back on? Who's his trusty sidekick? I can't even picture him.
True?
No, it wasn't true.
Sorry.
It was someone that you saw throughout the movie, but
back on
someone comes and turns it back on, and it might have just been a robot. And he goes to point the gun at him, and he's like, "It's just me, it's just me." And then the alarm sounds.
Okay,
they're already on the lam.
Sorry, I'm stuck in the opium den here. What was that again?
So they're on the lam, and the alarm sounds.
Yeah.
But this is after Ken got woken back up, got turned back on.
Tread lightly.
Gave him a little flick.
Okay. Yeah.
And he got really excited. But no guns went off. So, who's after them?
Nomad?
Is that what it is? Nomad's after them? Sorry. But is that when Nomad comes in, or is it still Alice and Janie?
She's Nomad, probably.
But there's a couple times where it's like just the cops. I'm losing their trail. Because they killed all the cops back at Uncle's house.
One go.
And now they're, I guess they've been posing as the cops the whole time, haven't they?
You know what I mean?
Ever since the wrong turn on Albuquerque.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, they're escaping by boats now. Like, I'm taking this thrill ride with them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Nomad's coming after because he set over the tracking missiles to everyone on the boats.
Yeah. Yeah, and like they're back on the same team here.
And he was trying to get Alfie on the boat.
Yeah.
And then Alfie goes, "No, I have to help."
Mm-hmm.
But luckily he did, or else they would have got swooshed.
Yeah, picture this. There's people with guns on the bridge. There's people in the village that have guns. Mm-hmm. There's an Avatar-sized clear cutter moseying through the scenario. Alfie's running off. JD goes full dolphin. Yeah.
What'd you think of those clunky trash bombs?
Is that what she was negotiating with on the bridge?
Yeah.
Like, it was... Like, there was nothing bad gonna happen. But then, yeah, it was human intervention, as always. And who was it?
Alfie.
No. Alfie was the negotiator elected to go correspond with said trash can.
Yeah.
Fucking... but yeah, trash can didn't draw first blood. It was the stinking human, the fucking what's his name? The handsome man.
Ozark?
Yeah, Ozark did it.
Shoots Alfie.
Yeah. And friggin'
JD kneecaps him, gets him back. 1 for 1.
Yeah. Didn't even leave a scratch.
Merely a flesh wound. But just enough time to get... So how does Handsome Man get away?
No, I don't know. In the mix there.
Because Clunky ends up going off.
Yeah, and it's showing like Janny is getting intense too, doing that diamond dragon drop.
Yeah, what a career she's had. She's all over the map, isn't she?
Yeah, they're brapping.
Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of homages, this is when they jump straight into Apocalypse Now-esque boat ride with Watanabe. Kenny.
No, there's also a couple things that we missed that... Did you find out that Ken and the boys aren't as genuine as they appear? It seems like they all have the best interest for the child, but then you hear them talking to themselves, and they're saying that they'd sacrifice her to win the war.
Yeah, well, can the audience think that she should be in better hands? No. Need to make the rest of the world despicable.
I don't know.
No, I don't stand by that either.
Yeah. I knew you didn't.
I just threw it out there.
But this is when they're really treating her like Neo. They're saying she's the one.
Yeah, well, you know, genuflecting.
Yeah. So you think JD's God?
Don't you?
Don't you know?
He's nothing. Yeah. Just the everyman. Yeah. Just the everyman. Not a god. Not a god.
And
not a god.
Did you know? So it's like nighttime when Ken gets woken back up.
And then sounds about right.
When they're getting in the boat, it's like it's just on dawn. And then the next shot...
Just on dawn.
So it's the dead of night. In this one shot, it's dead of night. He gets woken up by the robot. The next shot, it's like the sun's just coming up. Just peeking. And then the next shot, it's fucking mid-afternoon. Fucking bright as shit outside.
In a goddamn blink of an eye. Yeah. Good spot.
But do you think they had to do that, like... Probably time restrictions? You know, when you don't got big budget to work with, you gotta move along quickly.
This was a lax production. They could have done whatever they want.
But I'm wondering if
they were out to shoot every dusk and dawn. What did I tell you, bro?
Just that one shot might have been an afterthought. We need this. It got too light too quickly, or too dark too quickly.
The workhorse,
Gotta give it this other shot just to put it all together. Let's get the gang back together. We got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been done.
Yeah. What else you got? Where you at with it now?
What'd you think about that monkey? Shout out to the monkey. That's one thing the dog didn't have. Yeah, it fetched, but it doesn't have opposable thumbs.
The one fucking blowing shit up. Mm. Yeah, that was a super cool shot. I thought I might have written that in, but I might not have. Is this when he's going on that pilgrimage?
Yeah. Take me down to Monkey Town.
Yeah. Got his hair out, back the way like the first time he saw her. That's when she's there with her mama.
Yeah. Well, finds out the... So this is when, like, the trust is completely gained from this Ken guy, and he gets a little bit more information. This was taken from your embryo. It is your child. That's right after they kill off the clunky.
The clunky.
Yeah. The big clunky. The one that was coming through the woods. That big old police van that the monkey blew up.
One sec here.
Because it shows they're making the fetus bot.
Is this after the boat ride, before the pilgrimage to the mountain?
This is,
To the monks?
You get to see all the robo monks right after this.
Okay.
He gets the little...
I didn't put nothing about it. It's
it's a big win for the AI. And Kenny and Joshua
Yeah.
are, they're good. You could call them friends now.
Oh. They're bonded.
And this is when he gives them...
He's an ally.
A little bit more information that that's your kid.
He tells him it's his kid?
Yeah.
Blew right by me.
Oh, really?
Who's the kid? Alfie's his kid?
You didn't see the embryo?
Fucking must have fucking went and grabbed a slice of orange juice.
Yeah. Well, it seemed like nothing could get past you with the Nirmata. But you see her making the baby. She almost lost the baby. So then she found a way to bot it up.
So he is God?
Keep that thing growing.
He is God?
Yeah. That's the twist.
Wasn't wrong?
Yeah, but you had
usually off by a year or two.
Had it at the wrong time.
And broken clocks right wanted twice. What?
Yeah.
How does that
left? Is it left?
Fuck, I gotta ask Troy how that goes.
I wish I could snort, burp, laugh, smoke.
Yeah.
What was it? It was a deadly combination, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
So no recollection of the fetus bot whatsoever. Or that backstory.
I don't know.
The final piece. I already got it figured out, fuck it.
Pretty much.
That's where you start falling asleep.
Didn't catch it either time. Well, I mean, I obviously saw it, but it was like, this is just blah, blah, blah. This is some yada yada right here.
Yada yada over the best part.
Yeah.
But then you get to meet your robo-monks. Pilgrimage.
I mentioned the boat ride.
You get to see the robo-monks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going up to, you find out that, this damn kid already knew what heaven was. I've been bamboozled again.
Yeah. The mama in there.
Where did she say? Where did Alfie say Maya was in the beginning?
Ding dong.
Ding dong. And there she was. Ding dong, the witch is...
other side of darkness.
Having a coma. But didn't you notice that temple? Didn't that look like...
Pull the plug!
Didn't that temple look like it could have woken up and kicked some ass? I thought that was a Terminator kind of temple.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get in.
It's a Terminator world with Avatar politics.
Yeah. We're not allowed to do it. You're the one. Yank it like you're starting a mower.
Yeah. Does it kind of sneakily, in fact.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like,
Yeah.
like
Wouldn't
he was
you be-
reaching
wouldn't
for
you
a
be
Scooby
scared?
Steve.
No?
Scuba Steve.
I feel like
Scooby.
his thought process was, I feel like everyone would be like waiting for it, looking at her, just thinking that last second she's going to be like, what are you doing? Catch you in the act. That'd make it harder.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And this, like,
Talk about a gene pick.
this whole...
Get it?
Yeah. Talk about this whole venture was to find the woman you love, and then just to find out you gotta kill her. Doesn't that jerk the tears right out of you?
Yeah. As always. But I mean...
Don't you got tissues full of tears right now?
I mean, just as I was about to let a big salty one go, fucking, you get a fun scene like Janny walking in.
Say,
with the...
yeah. Say Lehman everywhere.
Yeah. The blow gets softened by the desensitizing nature of seeing somebody else just get blown up randomly.
Yeah. But that was well done. I liked that even Alfie was going to save her.
Yeah.
Because Ken, before he gets got, threw the attachment bomb under her back, and you hear it, and for a second, Alfie goes to stop it, and then the other bots come in and distract Alfie, and then
Yeah.
she goes, no, don't!
I mean, to be fair, it's like an upheaval here where like enemy capturing the flag scenario.
Yeah, and she's been the biggest villain this whole time.
Yeah. And then they flatten Monkville.
Yeah.
And that can't be good karma.
Is Ozark gone at this point? That fucking shot in the leg is the last I remember. He must have got blown up by the bomb, did he? On the bridge? He was left on the bridge.
I don't know. I wonder if he comes up again. I guess we'll see.
Have to check the notes.
Yeah.
So before they get out of there, he's got Maya on file now. Brings that little USB with him.
No, yes, that's right. Just trying to see if I got anything before the... No. Yeah, Maya on tape. Was that there?
Yeah, because then as soon as they leave, they get split up. And those words come back to haunt them because the other soldiers are saying, he's not real. He's not real. My Denzel's getting better through this episode. He's not real. No, that was bad. Overacting in that one. But then, like, right away, as they get split up, they're back. And they bring him in because he's the only one that can talk to him. Because no one... that seemed really weird to me. That they take the time to separate them and put them on different planes, and then they bring them back right away, and they're like, yeah, none of us can get near the kid, so you're going to have to kill him.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, we're on the same page. Yeah, so you tried to terminate the weapon cleanly, right? But it was a no-go. So imagine if, someone said this to you. Like, she trusts you, you're her friend, so you gotta kill her.
Yeah.
Yeah, odds are... you say that to someone and they go in there and, do the right thing for humanity. You think they do that?
Yeah.
No.
You think he's going to donate to the human fund?
No. not for the audience. That's not what the audience wants. They don't want humanity saved this way. Never this way.
Alfie asks, am I going to heaven?
Luckily, this guy...
What, do you think you're people now? All of a sudden, these people? And don't you think that general wouldn't have let them whisper for so long?
Oh, 80% of the time this guy goes to kill someone, it's a whisper fest, isn't it?
That's a long whisper.
Yeah, and then every time he's supposed to kill someone, this is Drew all over again. It's got Drew written all over it.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to be there. Alfie deserves a proper incineration. Yeah. I'd like to be there for that.
Yeah. But he hits her with the blow dryer or something. What is that move?
Yeah. He wants to be part of the convoy.
Yeah. So make pew pew, makes it seem like she's dead, and then that's just theatrics, right?
You got to power down. Does he flip a switch? Does he offer?
I don't know, because she's got to come back online. What, do you put a little timer on there?
I don't know.
You set this computer to wake?
She can just power down herself. She doesn't need an off switch. She offs herself. She on and offs herself as she pleases.
Yeah. I don't know. This movie is just fucking filled with little elements, isn't it? Lots of moving parts, both mechanical and organic.
Yeah. And then
the hastiest move.
Yeah. So
okay, do it. Pray.
And so then they get away.
Yes.
Up. They go up. And they even have that shot of the general looking around. Where'd they going? They went up.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Oh, no, because they're in the convoy.
Yeah.
We missed the... We yada-yada'd over the big boom.
Yeah, so... Yeah, they gotta do it now. Little pray.
Alfie, now!
And so, yeah, we fucking crash into this tunnel. This is the plan. This is best case scenario. And make sure we've hit tons of pieces of cement.
You think
just
he would
brace
have,
myself right now.
Put a seatbelt on for that perfect plan.
But yeah, I think the part you jumped ahead to was Donatello here, the smartest Ninja Turtle, emerging from the sewer. Yeah, and she gets her audio bite trailer moment there.
What is it? Give it to me.
I didn't even put it in there.
That was just my note. I got a huge question about this scene. As soon as they get up out of that sewer.
Have a nice flight.
Where the fuck did he get those clean, all-white Air Forces from? No way he's been wearing those the whole time.
Yeah, I believe it. I put made it, didn't we? So that doesn't sound like a scenario where shoes stay clean.
They took him on the plane and they were like, all right, what would you like to wear? What's your best?
Maybe they just geared up out of someone else's
What's your best
bag.
forget about the kid fit? Oh, yeah? Got into someone's locker?
Is that because that's where we're at, right? They jump out the sewer and then boom, they're at the airport conveniently.
Yeah.
Right?
On their way to the moon.
Yeah. What the fuck does she yeah, I don't remember the audio bite. But
she sneaks one on the goal.
No. I remember, yeah, she puts her hand on the thing.
Free.
There it is.
Double entendre?
I don't know what that means.
They didn't pay either. Smart cracker.
What? Are you freaking kidding me? Have a nice flight. So yeah, they made it, didn't they?
Everything's A-okay. Roll the credits. Oh no. Don't tell me. There's an alternate ending?
Let's try and turn this flight around.
Oh, shit.
We'll be returning.
What does Alfie have to say about that?
All right. Again, Alfie, are you ready? Yeah, she does that Neuralink skyjack, which is actually literally right around the corner in real life, where the Neuralink can connect to all the smart devices. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
And so I can say that.
They take it
because I'm going on a plane soon, so
they take it right up to the underbelly of the Nomad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see that the advent of military lingo hasn't changed much over the years.
Yeah. And they got that classic bass where like everyone's on a computer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Push up. Push up. Yeah. Move in. Move in.
Yeah, all this is definitely like a set that's been used for countless movies.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah,
right.
They said that a lot during the production of this, I must say.
Yeah. And where are you at with it?
That they send the troops into the plane to get them out, and then oh no, he's gonna open the door.
The airlock.
Y'all are getting sucked out.
The classic airlock, right?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah,
what's more treacherous than an airlock?
But the one thing that they always fucking fuck up in this is that the main character doesn't strap in or anything.
Yeah.
He's not even affected like these guys. People are getting... They're not even in the plane. They're out on the other side of the plane. They're getting sucked through. And he's just standing right beside the door.
Yeah, another one.
Another one.
Another gust.
Alfie's got the whole X factor on.
Yeah, you don't want to get jammed up in an airlock.
No.
So let's not kid ourselves. The follow-up lines are usually... missile launching related as well. Yeah. Yeah. So airlocks, and now we got missile launching coming through. Yeah. Might as well be narration. It's all coming through a PA somewhere.
And I see those missiles and I think, I'm going to jump on one of those.
And it's just a fucking escort mission.
You think he actually did that? Hung on the side of a missile?
Fucking...
Tom Cruise would have did it.
Yeah. So, this is pretty intense. You think that, he gives her this task, this empowering little sojourn of a side mission. Mm-hmm. A little fucking break from the escort mission that is this whole sort of... debacle.
Yeah, she has to become self-aware.
Yeah, so there's like evacuation going on, and he's climbing around on this fucking mother right here. Yeah. And he's like just like shouldering around as like fucking ballistic missiles are just like whizzing out of the damn thing one after one and shit.
Yeah. And you know what's gonna happen. You know, like as soon as you see this, you know he's going to be on the last fucking missile when this all stops.
Oh, telegraphed.
Yeah. And it was even turtle-heading, that missile.
It was the Hubble telegraph. Yeah, and what's she doing? She's heading to like some fucking holographic globe and just like having a power set inside of there.
Seems like it turned on directly after she stood up.
Yeah. And he's... yeah. You're right. But, she's got the power. Yeah. And...
she's the one.
He's hoping that he doesn't...
The only one.
Yeah, and she prays, and he's praying that he doesn't end up like the 55-year-old movie Gravity.
Yeah. Yeah, the same fate as
Yeah.
Tim in Space Odyssey.
Yeah. And Alfie now.
And they're on the radio. They're supposed to be in contact. Alfie, what are you doing?
Yeah, but she's so fucking distracted because she's
Mama?
in Phyllisville, USA. You're fucking right.
No offense.
None taken. No, fuck. Mother, fuck. Yeah, so.
Maybe Phyllis needs a facelift.
Yeah, well, she's revealed. Like, the one thing with the mother, the problem is, like, there's plastic wrap concealing so much of...
They bagged it and tagged it.
Yeah, importance. Yeah, exactly. So... Oh, and
heavy.
Just this touching moment just
Trying
ruined
to drag her along in the body bag.
Yeah, a drag and drop data transfer right there.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And like JD's just tripping, running down all this fucking classic trip.
Running out of oxygen.
He's like a horror movie girl.
Running out of oxygen.
Oh yeah. And whatever. It's too late. Yet another explosion.
Alfie's fucking up.
I'm sorry, mother.
He fucked up.
Yeah.
He's fucking up.
The beta is about to become obsolete.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Well, then he remembers. Says, I don't have enough time for this. You guys go back.
Yeah. But an encounter, some kind of boss fight.
Doc Ock.
Oh my god, the Marvel Universe enters this galaxy?
Yeah. You didn't notice?
What in the bloody jeebus? Fucking doors stuck, dude.
You can't use JD in a Spider-Man now.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, classic. Yeah. I'm glad that it wasn't happily ever after. But it's
the doors
still
are stuck, Dave.
Pretty.
Did that feel familiar to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, missiles losing contact happening.
Just not a crash landing, a soft landing, these missiles.
Yeah. And something really weird in this scene, to me.
Weird.
I don't know. So JD...
What don't you know?
...is going to heaven.
Because of Alfie.
Exactly. Because... What is that inflection?
Made him a good person.
Like, words mean
Keyword
things.
person.
But, like...
Stop asking if you're going to heaven, Alfie. You know the answer.
So the bots feel grief. So... Like, I can't tell if he feels like he's leaving on a high note, jerk store.
That's the comeback?
You know what I mean?
You traveled all this way for that?
He's like, he's
I slept with your mom? She's in a coma.
I'm afraid he's not going to make it to the sequel to explain. So
they're saying their final goodbyes.
Yeah. And there's just something weird about the way that he says because of you. And I know that there's some subtext there with the prior heaven talk, but the inflection in which he says it sounds like he's like, I'm dying because of you.
Oh yeah?
I'm going to heaven because of you.
Yeah. Because you fucked up.
You fucked up.
You fucked up.
So, like, for you.
Yeah.
Could have
said it a little better.
Yeah.
Your final words.
Yeah. So.
But even like how I actually found this kind of strange as well. Because after Alfie shoots off.
He gives that little chuckle.
Gives
right?
a little chuckle. But JD is like hitting the glass, being like, "Halphie, Halphie!" It's like, what are you doing? He's gone.
Yeah. But he was.
Let it go.
But yeah, that's where he felt like he was like possibly leaving on that high note for a second. It was just kind of a weird moment, but yeah, this is just like a Tuesday for him. You know how many booms have hit this guy?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he can put his arm back on. You can't.
Play it safe.
So like, I guess they just kind of follow this up with this boring ass.
And he gets to go back into the field and find Maya.
The world is saved.
You think they got it in?
Oh yeah.
Think he took those bionics for a spin?
The fields of Elysium.
Smash.
Smash?
Smash. Smush.
Kazmash Chamaya?
A little bit of mush in that gush.
Smash?
Yeah.
I smash everyone?
We see Alfie land.
Yeah.
Is he like... Because you see Ken. Don't you?
I don't know.
Ken's so alive?
I don't know.
The fuck? You see a couple familiar faces. And then you see Alfie land and you're like... rather convenient if they're all just in the same place.
Yeah.
Is there any tracking on these
This is a
salvation?
This is a happy ending.
These Joshapods?
Everybody's fucking smiling, putting their hands in the air.
He's got little kids to play with.
It's triumphant.
He's laughing. We get to end with a child's laughter.
Yeah, it's pretty rare in real life for things to end so nicely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nirmata.
The mother.
Yeah, she just gives that little, yeah, I'm in charge. I'm the queen bee, bitch. Nirmata. A coup successfully...
Hakuna Matata. For Nirmata.
Yeah. She was able to dethrone the existing Nirmata and become the one and true new Nirmata.
The new Mata. Been fucking up with this royally.
It's Newmania.
The new Mata.
The biggest New Year's party of them all. Newmania.
Yeah. Good thing they were stashing those chairs for all those years.
Ooh, so you're 1 year late.
Bam.
So yeah.
Roll the credits.
Fucking...
Finally get to find out who directed this bad boy.
Yeah. So what I heard is this the one that the guy was like, he made Rogue One, but he had this other idea for a Star Warsy thing, and then it just became this?
Yeah.
True Love.
I've heard that as well.
That's this one, right?
Yeah. Was that the original title, True Love?
Yeah. It's a garbage name, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have seen it probably. You'd be like, oh, you gotta watch True Love. I'd be like, I'd rather...
With True Love, so...
insert
yeah.
something.
You wish, pal. So you think, what are they trying to say there? That true love is always going to be your child?
Yeah. We've been through the
allegory. Like, I can see why I might feel that a bit more than you, but, yeah. Did you give Andy a call after you watched this, maybe?
No, but I did see a couple weeks ago the beginning of it on his, when I was helping him with his 75-incher.
Oh, Andy.
Yeah, he can barely get through the doorway with it. It's a real bow type problem.
Got really quiet after you said that one.
Nirmata.
So did he watch it?
I don't know.
Is this a movie Andy would like?
I think so. Probably fall asleep a few times watching this one.
Is he a fall sleeper?
Sometimes.
I'm not saying he went to juvie.
But this one has some ebbs.
And some flows.
But, it's respectable by old Gareth.
There definitely is a lot of... I've seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of...
I thought it was going to be wholly original going into it, so I guess I was immediately on my back foot when I was like, what are these tropes?
Yeah. Definitely...
I wasn't sure how you revered it.
It hit me more on the big screen.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I can see that.
Yeah. Some movies can just blow you away when you're watching it on the...
Mm-hmm. I thought the 75-incher though, that's a wall cover.
Yeah.
And, that's one way to look at it, but I didn't see it through to completion on that.
Yeah. But I think it was well done, especially when you got the backstory and stuff like that.
Yeah, the way they cherry picked all them locations and but
Rodriguez on steroids.
Something like that. Yeah. And so much work in post.
Yeah.
So many effects. I mean, that's... You can't... You act like low budget, go out and shoot Scrappy all day.
Yeah.
But then, you have to look
if
at...
If you hear that backstory, you wouldn't think it would be this film.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. They made a meal out of it.
Yeah.
All these post-production people.
Yeah.
It's a long list of people working on this mother.
Yeah, we're all creators here.
We're all from Sackville.
Yeah, we're all friends.
JD did a good job, bang up job as usual.
Yeah.
He hung in there through 4 raps. That's 4 raps on JD altogether. Just kept getting pulled back in.
Tenant, Black Klansman. What other movies have you seen of JD's?
I don't know. Enough of them.
Might be my favorite role of his. I think I liked this a bit more than Black Klansman and Tenet.
I definitely liked it more than I, Frankenstein.
Was he in that? I knew that was him. I knew he was familiar. He was young in that. But definitely, you can tell that he's Denzel's kid in this one.
Nepo baby.
Yeah.
That's how he got the role, and that's how he'll be known.
The child.
Yeah, I don't know who the creator is, but he's the child of the star.
The Star of David is Denzel. And that star has not fallen.
Ma shlomech, ma shlomka. How did you find the movie?
How did I find it? I think I saw the trailer for it before another movie in theaters.
And you enjoyed it?
How'd you find it?
It's out there.
What would you rate it?
B-seater.
Yeah. I'm giving it a... how many theaters are in the Lost Paragon? Is it 10? I'd probably put it
10
at...
to 13, sure. Couple in the back lot.
I'll put it in theater 7.
Out of 10 or 13?
There's 10 in the Lost Paragon.
Okay.
So if you're saying they're out in the parking lot,
so
that's
dead
out.
even. 7 out of 10 at the paragon.
Yeah. That's what I'd say. Lost paragon.
So if I rounded that off, it'd be about a 7 out of 10. 70%.
Yeah.
Good.
You gotta round up.
Right. Well, I was absolutely chuffed to speak with you about it.
What would you give it?
I said B-Cedar. That means fine.
Oh, yeah?
That's about a 6.5, 7, isn't it?
All right.
And it was bumped up. It was probably hovering around a 5.2.
Well, the backstory, that's
to
what
a 5.6.
I was gonna say that the backstory definitely helps.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to give it any less.
Yeah.
When you hear that.
I came around to it.
I can't give it an 8.
Yeah, I can respect the hustle involved.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be the type of director to want to, be able to grab the camera and...
Sweat all over Denzel's baby.
I'd put it in different terms, but, shoot
I call it as I see it.
shoot a few sunrises and sunsets and move it how I see fit.
Sunrises and sunsets. I see what you did there.
Anything else you got on it?
Nada. No matter. No matter.
All right.